Hey, Pete Hendricks here, Hendricks Classics. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how I go about lathering with a tub, a bowl, and a boar brush. So before, you can see that the boar brush is sitting in a coffee cup of water. Before I got in the shower, I just dropped it in there. I don't think that it's required to soak it. It just makes sense to me that you're less likely to damage those natural fibers in a boar or badger brush or horse brush if they're nice and moist before you use them. One thing that you didn't see in the camera, just to help keep it easy to manage the amount of water that's in the brush, after soaking it, I just squeeze it lightly, like that. I did that over the sink and you couldn't see it. Now, here we have the Haslinger Schafmilch. I'm sure that's not how it's actually pronounced, but you know, it's the one that smells like baby powder. Before I got in the shower, I put a tablespoon of water in it. You can see that it's kind of melted a little bit of the soap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start loading the brush. And I'm going to do it for 30 seconds. I go around one way, back around the other way, back, and if you look, you can see, well, I'm doing it sideways, so it's a little clumsy, but you can see I'm not splaying this brush a lot. And I think it's best on brushes, if you want them to last the longest time possible, to, okay, that was 30 seconds. So now we have our bowl. And here, I always get the super lather, which is not a term, I just call it that, that's already in there. I guess I always rinse off the soap. I guess you don't have to do that. It just feels right to me. So, now, I have a certain way that I make soap and that I make lather, and because I squeeze the water out of the brush, the way that I normally do it is going to hold true. So I'm going to get started. Now, this soap smells like baby powder, and I don't feel like smelling baby powder, so I'm going to add I just added some of the Badass scent. It's one of the favorites. Okay, and I can already see that this needs more water, and which is fine because that fits right into the way I normally do it. So you can see I added some water, but it's not a lot. So I'm going around one way, back around the other way, especially on nice badger brushes. I think for, you know, if I go around 10 times this way, I can't say always count it. Now, you can see we're starting to get some soap build there. Add just a, you know, few drops more water. That's not much water. And back in. But I try to do an equal amount in circles. Notice how I'm not splaying the brush here. I try to go both ways. And because it's kind of known that if you wind the badger fibers too tight, that they'll break. And this is a boar brush, but okay. So time for a little more water, and again, it's not much water there. I can go back and forth. I can go up and down. Circle that way, circle this way. And most soaps, when they really get ready, they'll develop a nice sheen. And this, just looking at it, I think it can take one more dose of water. Okay, one more dose of water. And part of what helps me build the quantity of lather is to keep adding the water. Now doing it this way makes the perfect lather, and it takes a little bit longer, but it does make the perfect lather. Okay, so you can see this, it will still take more water. This is, you can look at the brush, it's very well loaded. The bowl has plenty, it'll still take more water. So this could, this is definitely more than enough for a 3-pass shave. Hey, HendricksClassics.com. And on YouTube, Hendricks Classics & Co. If you want a video on something just about shaving, send me a request and I will do it. Okay, thank you.